veggies and breakfast sandwich.
It's the only vegetable sandwich. Is it 2 bags of broccoli? There's 3 bags of broccoli. Okay, 4. 4 bags of broccoli, but 17 boxes of little bites. Okay. Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bethany. On this channel, we talk about deconstructing from toxic religion, and we also mostly shine a light on problematic and call out problematic Christian influencers, especially if they're exploiting their children on the internet. If you want to receive videos 12 to 24 hours early, you can become a patron or a YouTube member. All of that is in the description box below. Without further ado, let's get into today's video, which is an intro into the Dougherty Dozen. Let's go. Okay, so for today's video, I'm not going to go deep dive into Dougherty Dozen yet. I wanted one video essentially just being like an intro into the Dougherty Dozen, because there are so many aspects that I want to talk about. Number one, that Alicia Dougherty is the founder of Dougherty Dozen, and she's the mother of the Dougherty Dozen. Okay. Evidently, the main reason why I wanted to talk about them is because I saw a reel the other day, and because I was like, I need an excuse to be able to talk about them, which, like, obviously this is my channel, I can talk about whatever I want, but I like to keep it around, Christian, like, influencers who are Christians, the Christian influencers, stuff like that. And then I saw a reel, which had her 7-year-old child doing the get ready with me, but it was the get ready with me to go to church. And I was like, ding, 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 done. So I actually put in to ChatGPT like a summary of who they are and a bit of their controversies. I had ChatGPT really do most of the work for this part. I just wanted to make sense to y'all, and I didn't want to leave anything out. Okay, so I just put, explain who the Dougherty Dozen are. The Dougherty Dozen are a large American family led by Alicia and Josh Dougherty, best known for their presence on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. So she started on TikTok, obviously during COVID, right? And so she got super, super big on TikTok. I'm talking like millions of followers, which is freaking nuts because her content sucks, in my opinion. And then she went to Instagram, and then it was YouTube. So YouTube was like the last. But she has so many subscribers and followers for like the content that we'll get into it. Okay, who they are: parents Alicia and Josh Dougherty. They're based in whatever, New York, which she talks about where they live, Rochester, New York. She talks about it all the time. So there's quite literally zero doxing, because like everybody who follows them knows where they live, knows the house that she lives in, knows the places where she shops, the medical appointments that the children go to, because she talks about it and she shows it. That's a controversial thing. Okay, we'll get into it. Kids, 12 in total, a mix of biological, adopted, and foster care placement. Many of their adopted children have fetal alcohol syndrome. What is that? Fetal alcohol spectrum disorders, FASD, or other special needs, something Alicia frequently talks about in her content, and that is a controversial thing, and it is beyond me that she talks about that. It's crazy. But, okay, it is one thing to, spread awareness and talk about these different things without showing your children on the internet, but, like we will see, which I will blur out all of the kids, you will see that, she doesn't do that. So she's like, yep, this one has FASD, this one has FASD, this one has autism, and these are the medications that all my children use, and watch me give it to them. It's crazy. Okay. Let's see. Family makeup. They started fostering in early 2010s, adopted multiple children, and also have biological children. What they post, TikTok and Instagram, daily short videos about grocery shopping. That's another controversial thing. Meal prep, routines, dances, and family life. YouTube, longer videos, which are absolutely ridiculous. Grocery hauls, day in the life videos, parenting updates, and holiday celebration. Popular series, massive grocery hauls, which is also a controversial thing. Spending $1,000 at least $1,000 per trip, and these per trip is a weekly thing. Back to school prep, meal planning for 12, and pack lunch with me videos while they're popular. Oh my god, why am I having a stroke? What's happening? Viewers are fascinated by how a family of 14 functions day to day. I'm not. I don't really care. Alicia's personality, upbeat, chatty, and consistent with daily posting, which that means fake. She's fake. It's all fake. Their content is highly shareable, often going viral on TikTok. It's fake. It's gross. We'll see. Okay, why they're controversial. Critics accuse Alicia of exploiting her children by oversharing private details and monetizing their struggles. But she does, though. Like, that's exactly what she does. We will get into. We're not going to watch a full-blown video yet. We're just getting into, like, what her content used to be and what it is now. Grocery hauls and food choices draw criticism as unhealthy and wasteful because it is extremely unhealthy. And one thing that she had said in one of her earlier videos is that her children, because of all the diagnosis that they have, they cannot eat gluten, they cannot eat dairy, they cannot have food dye, artificial food dye rather, and there are so many, I think that would be a little more interesting of how you navigate feeding your children if you have all of these different perimeters, but she's no longer doing that. Her grocery hauls of the $1,000 plus is 98% of it in a box. It is crazy, and we'll go through that too. It's freaking bananas. Some say she acts like a stage mom filming kids who look uncomfortable because there have been numerous videos of these children like doing a dance or just like doing something for the camera, and it's not like they don't want to do that, and you can completely tell, kind of like Carissa Collins, the older kids, and they're kind of like standing in the back rolling their eyes like they don't want to be there. You can tell. She's been in public feuds with commentary YouTubers, fueling ongoing drama. The family has admitted hiring security due to backlash and harassment. They've had to hire security because of Alicia. Because Alicia has shown where like I said, her children go to the doctor, the different schools that the kids go to, and now the older kids are getting, 17, 18. Well, the older kids are 1 to 18. He's out of the house. One just turned 17 or 18. He just went to college. And the oldest now, I do believe, is, his name is Deshaun. And we're also going to talk about that. And he is 15 years old. And he is considered, allegedly, the favorite because he is the football athlete of the family. And another controversial thing, and something I wanted to talk about, we're not going to dive deep into this video, but another video, is one of her, which we'll also see, one of her video series. It's called Deshaun's Dream dream life. Yeah, Deshaun's dream life. And essentially it's taking you through a series of Deshaun going to, like, making it to a collegiate football. He's 15, okay? They just purchased him a Lincoln, a vehicle. However, the other older boy that's just a year or two older than Deshaun, he had to use his own, Alicia said, Coogan account, which if you don't know what a Coogan account is, well, I don't believe that these kids have a actual Coogan account, but if, like, children actors, right? So their parents have to have this Coogan account set out for them. And so when these children get paid from whatever they're doing, they shove money into this account that they can use when they're 18. Alicia says that she has a Coogan account for all of her children. So that kid that just went to college had to use his Coogan account to get himself another car, a new car. But Deshaun, the one who is only 15 and can't drive yet, they bought him like a 2022 Lincoln that they've been driving in right now. So it's about like bi-weekly, she'll put Deshaun's Dream Life Part 3, and we're just gonna have to go through that because that's a whole other exploitation, in my opinion, because the thing is, he's not guaranteed to play collegiate football. Like, he had stated that he wants to go D1, but he's not. Here's the thing: usually D1, you are being recruited at that time. You're usually like not walking on, right? And if you're walking on, chances are you're going to be redshirted the first season, which means you have to put the uniform on. You're on the sidelines, but you're not playing yet. So yeah, I don't know about that, which really sucks for him, because this would be something you would film and not post yet until you actually knew for sure that you were going to play college football. Because if this kid doesn't get to play college football, it's going to be embarrassing for him, and I feel for him, and it's really, really sad. And so there's another series that she does, and it is with her youngest child. Her name is Harley. She's 7, and she's doing all of the get ready with me's. And when I say the get ready with me's, I'm talking like full face, full skincare. She's doing the influencer get ready with me, and it's highly inappropriate. Okay, so what we're gonna do is go through some of Alicia's videos, some of her earlier videos, older videos rather, and some of her newer videos, so y'all can kind of get a grip on what we're getting into and her content in general and what we're going to be talking about. I'm going to do my very, very best to blur out these children, even though she doesn't at all. And these are like the ChatGPT, biological, adopted, and foster placement. So there are a few children in the Dougherty Dozen who do not have her last name, who are not actually her children, who she is recording. Okay. So they, right now on YouTube, they have 1.5, oh my god, dude, almost 1.6 million subscribers. And once you see their content, her content, it's bad. It's bananas. It's like, why in the actual hell are you filming this? Oh, and her and Harley also do unboxing videos together too. So people are sending this 7-year-old child stuff, presents, and you'll see some of them in the comments like, oh, that's from your auntie whatever in Maine. This is from your auntie on social media, auntie. Like, that's weird. That's gross. Like, don't be sending babies from another family stuff. But her mom makes it seem so normal. It's so. Let's just watch. All right, here's the first video. This one was done about 5 years ago, and this is one of her very, very first sit down videos talking about her kids.
Hi, my name is Alicia Dougherty, and I have 10 children and a husband. 6 of our children are adopted from foster care. 4 of our children are biological. Before we met Alex's birth mom, he had a closed adoption. This was not something that we chose. This was something that CPS had chose at the time when his mom surrendered her rights over to CPS. So by the time that we got foster care placement of Alex, the rights of his parents had already been terminated, and it was already a closed adoption. So we had never met her. And pretty soon after he moved in at 4 years old, he was asking to talk to his mom, see his mom, and we had no way of contacting her. I had tried a couple times to send a letter and pictures through CPS, and she later told me that one of the sets had come to her. After that, caseworkers changed and things didn't get forwarded to her, and I had no address to send her stuff myself. Okay, whatever. I cannot watch the whole entire thing. So we're gonna watch that one, and then let's do one about the FASD and the therapies. Hi everyone, I wanted to address the subject of diet when it comes to children with fetal alcohol spectrum disorders and trauma history.
This is the one that I was talking about, where she gets specific on the type of diet that they need, but then we're gonna look at her garage pantry.
We realized a couple of years into parenting our first child with these issues that he needed some major gut healing due to the early neglect and the fetal alcohol.
I don't think Doritos and mini muffin bites heal your gut.
His gut was just, his whole digestive system was not working to the best of its abilities.
And let me say this too. She cannot say all of this with a straight freaking face, because in these videos, she doesn't show it that much now, but in these videos, she is drinking freaking White Claws like it's damn water. So your gut needs some help, ma'am.
So what we did, and I will admit we went a little extreme with our first of 6 children that we've adopted with these disorders. We eliminated gluten, dairy, eggs, soy, then we finally went to soy. Basically an entire elimination diet. Gave them maybe a year to heal their gut. Oh, and especially food dyes. Eliminate food dyes. We gave them a good solid year to heal their gut, and then slowly introduce things back in. At that point, you can kind of see if they're sensitive to something or not, and from there make sure that that's out of their diet. Find a lot of these kids have dairy sensitivities or lactate sensitivities. Gluten, if they have a gluten sensitivity, and I remember I had a friend who told me this and I didn't believe her. If they have a gluten sensitivity, they will have behavior issues. They're linked together. Now, these sensitivities will not show up on...
They're linked together.
Skin prick tests or blood work, dietary tests, they won't show up. Because it's a sensitivity, it's not an actual allergy. So we did the elimination diet, slowly brought things back in. As we went on to our 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th adopted child with these disorders, we kind of knew from there how to figure out what they were sensitive to and eliminate that from their diet. Sugar, a lot of these kids are very sensitive to sugar, and that reminds me, sugar and dairy and carbs, they can create an addiction to, because these children they were predisposed to addiction in utero, and basically for the rest of their life, they will always have to watch for things that they could be addicted to. And I'm not talking just food. I mean, it could be video games or drugs, cigarettes, alcohol, Really anything that...
If y'all know the stuff that's in this woman's house when it comes to food, TVs, iPads, iPhones, video games, like either, okay, in my opinion, either she is completely lying here, or this is what they did, but then she found out that going to the store and buying $1,000+ of junk food rage baits her to extreme money. That's why so many content creators think that she doesn't necessarily like love and really try to protect these kids, because if these were actual sensitivities, she wouldn't have the stuff that she has in her house right now, which I'm going to show you. You know what? I'm going to show you right now. Okay, this is what their food storage, because she does these food storage tours of her, it looks like she's a prepper. Like if she was doing like end of the world prepping stuff, like that would be one thing, right? Like props to you. I got respect for it for sure. But this is not it. This is a store, like a big old pantry that she made that they have in their garage. And please let me know about the soy, the dairy, the eggs, all the food dyes, all the carbs, all the sugar. Keep that in your brain as you watch this. 0 words. Here we go.
Food storage tour for my family of 13. Let's start in the kitchen where we have fridge 1. This is stocked with 4 different kinds of milk, creamers, butter, cream cheese, condiments, meats, and cheeses. Then
another thing that I cannot freaking stand about her content is that, number one, like the way that she says it is not real, right? The way that she talks is, food storage tour, here's the first fridge. Like she has a fake smile while she's saying it. And what's the other thing? Okay, the other thing about the Dougherty Dozen is they live in a house. They live in a house only big enough for like 4 people. So the amount of sewage that they go through, which they've had this whole like sewage debacle they did about a year ago, I think, to where like it was broken, right? Like they had to use paper plates and like plastic everything because they couldn't wash their dishes. And it's like, okay, how are y'all using the bathroom? That's what I want to know. But so they had a sewage problem, and then the amount of electricity that like it for sure has to be a safety hazard at this point. There are only a couple of bathrooms in the amount of money that this woman has made. She could have purchased a beautiful, bigger home that could comfortably fit 14 people at one point.
double layer pull-out freezer below. I always keep bowls.
Did you see that? See that dairy? No, yeah. Did you see the cheese? Did you see the cheese? Cool.
Fresh fruit set out for the kids to grab. Right.
No, you don't. I would put money down that you just put fruit in these bowls for the kids to grab just for this video.
The kitchen is the original pantry for the house. We use this for some of our baking supplies, breads, cereals, and bins of candy. That wasn't big enough for us.
It looks like you could quite literally shop for the stuff that you need in her storage, food storage. And the thing that's baffling my brain is that all of these things are packaged. Every last thing in here is in a box. And that's all she buys, dude. Like, oh my God.
So we expanded our food storage into the...
Okay, so what? Okay, hold on. Hold on. Beep, 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 beep. Okay. We have fridge 1, right? And that was a deep freeze. So there's fridge 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, I don't know if this is a fridge or not. I don't know. Well, at least 4 fridges. I don't care how many people are in your freaking home. 4 fridges. Okay, so like, I'm used to a lot of my family, we'd have like a fridge inside and then maybe a fridge outside, at least a deep freeze outside, right? Where you would store a lot of meat. The outside deep freeze for us would be like the cow or deer that we just got processed, right? So that's usually where we'd store because, I mean, I don't know if you're not aware, the meat that you can get from a cow and a deer, that's a lot. And usually you split a cow between, people because it is so much meat. So that's why you have a deep freeze, so you can throw all your meat in there. But having full, come on, man. And then you'll see what's in it.
Food storage into the garage. First on our shelves, we have...
This is a child's dream which in my opinion, this would be a child's dream to live in because of all the little snicky snacks that you get, all the fun food that she makes because she's recording it and she wants everybody to know this is what mine. And you can see that she also makes videos. These are what my kids ate today, and just goes through all the foods that they supposedly ate. But this is a child's dream, to be able to go into your garage and have any sneaky snack possible at any given part of the day. Because in a recent video, she confessed that she works on her social media 75 hours a week. 75 hours a week. She has 10 at home now. 10 children at home. In what freaking world do you work? So like, the math doesn't make sense, dude. 75 hours a week and you have 10 children. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. It means that they are parenting themselves. Oh my God.
Snacky snacks. The next shelf has their different snacks.
Snacky snack. Okay, so we might see in a different video, not today, because I'm running out of time. But these little bites here, when she does her grocery hauls, I kid you not, she leaves with like 10 of these boxes. When she goes to like Costco, or whatever New York's version of Costco is, she will leave with a flatbed full of these stupid little bites. And it's like, if your children are going through so many of those, like, you gotta reel it in, man. You've got to reel it in, because the way that she was talking with the food, like every single food here has a dye in it, has carbs in it. There's there's zero protein here. There's more carbs in this video than, like, the ratio was way off to what she was saying the kids' diet should be.
Bars, Pop-Tarts, Little Bites. Can't forget the chips. After that, we've got the mac and cheeses, spare condiments, canned fruits, fruit cups and applesauce, canned veggies. Next up, we've got a shelf of beans, a shelf for Taco Tuesday, a shelf of soups, and a shelf of salad dressings and broths. Over here, we've got our tomato products, pasta, syrups, stuffing, gravy, coffee, ramen, and rice. Next up, we've got our bottled waters, juices, and Gatorades, sodas along.
And she also said at one point that her children get 1 soda a week. 1 soda a week. And she will go to the store, I am not exaggerating you, once every week and get a crap ton of soda and water. It's either you're doing it just for content, or you need to reel in your kids because they're ingesting way too much sugar, way too many calories for these babies. And some of them, they are, obese for their age. She puts her children all over social media. The videos that I've seen, some of the children are obese for their age. That is the parents' fault. Hands down, the parents' fault.
Prime iced tea, pink drinks. Let's make our way over to fridge number 2, which has our meats for the week, plus
meats for the week. Okay, I see the chicken lunchly. Aren't those like freaking the packs, what am I trying to say? Lunchables. Isn't that like Lunchables on steroids or something? Whatever this is. Okay, cool. So cream cheese, but no dairy. All right. Oh, a crap ton of string cheese, cube cheese, sprinkled cheese, but no dairy. Where's the meat? What is that? It's freaking pizza? It says pizza. Okay, so pizza, wonderful. Where's the meat? Oh, hot dogs. That does not count as a meat source. Okay.
dairy overflow. In the door, we have biscuits, crescent rolls, cinnamon rolls, and some pizzas and meats in the freezer. In fridge 3, we have the dairy, lots of yogurts, milks, creamer, Lunchables, Uncrustables, pizzas, French fries, tater tots, veggies, and breakfast sandwich.
Hold on. Why is that so funny? Well, they have 1, 2, is it 2 bags of broccoli? I said 2 bags of broccoli? Hold on. I gotta look at it again.
Pizzas, French fries, tater tots, veggies, and breakfast.
There's 3 bags of broccoli. Okay, 4. Okay, 4 bags of broccoli, but 17 boxes of little bites. Okay.
Then in our stand-up freezer, we have 100 pounds of meat from
Okay.
farm. Fridge 5 is designated to the produce, eggs, and breakfast overflow. And the freezer chest has all of the kids' desserts. And last but not least, when you go out the back door, you get the vegetable garden with tomatoes, green beans, peppers, and lots of basil. That's it for today. See you next time.
That's it for today. Okay. So I can't spend a lot more time on this video, but you kind of get the gist of what we're dealing with now. It once was, which I try to pick videos without the kids in them, but if you just even look at Dougherty Dozen stuff, you will see that it is just flooded with her children. Everything is about her children, what my kids ate today. I want to get into Deshawn's dream life and then Harley's get ready with me, but I could not fit it into this video because I wanted this video just to be like an intro to the Dougherty Dozen and like who they were, what they were about, what it entails, and now y'all kind of get it. Four bags of broccoli. Oh my god, that made my whole day. And it's like not even 8 o'clock in the morning. Okay, I'm gonna cut it off right there. Y'all let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. And if you do know who the Dougherty Dozen, if you know who they are, and you want me to do a review or snarking whatever on her grocery hauls, I am not a dietitian because that's a whole other degree. I am very well versed in nutrition, and I have coached nutrition to multiple clients, and I still, talk about it here and there. So if you want me to do a snarking / deep dive into the nutrition of Dougherty Dozen and like a grocery haul that she does, because they're absolutely ridiculous, let me know specifically down in the comments below, because like I said, I'm going to do the Deshawn's dream life, because she's exploiting 2 of her children to the maximum, and I really want her to talk about that. In my opinion, she's exploiting them. So y'all let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below, and I do appreciate y'all so very much, and I'll see you next one. 4 bags. Okay, bye.